Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Today's Restaurant Network and Group. Today is March the 20th. My name is Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant, and we are a group of vendors who are here to help each other grow our business. And we also are here to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef with any issues they may have. So if you'd like to attend one of our meetings or if you would like to submit a question, give us a call at 561 620 8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com. And it looks like spring break has claimed a lot of our members today. I think they're traveling or taking their kids all around. But good morning, everybody, and thank you guys for coming. Uh, we have a couple of new faces at the meeting today, and I'd like to just find out who they are and what they do. Uh, Louis, uh, Louis Suarez, I've been anxiously awaiting your attendance. So tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Luis Suarez. I work for a company called Bear Robotics. We're essentially LG Electronics robotics division. We help restaurants with front of house robots. I'm currently in charge of the Southeast, so I cover Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, as well as Florida. Based here in Miami, Florida. Um, but yeah, you can reach me on my cell, 305-495-4382. We're happy to connect after this if you want to kind of huddle next to me, next offsite. Um, and yeah, the website for our company is bearrobotics.ai.
So what actually does your robot do?
Sure. So we're the robots that kind of assist with the food running and bussing. The idea is how do you automate the hustle in front of house? How do you keep your servers in front of the customers longer? That way they're generating that upsell, they're making sure they're turning over the tables quicker. So our robots essentially do the automation of the running of the food, and then it also has a function where it busses. It also has other customized functions like it could help out with hosting. It could also help out with patrol mode. Sometimes there's restaurant buyouts, and you want the robot to kind of go on a continuous loop, passing around appetizers or something, and it does that as well. There's built-in sensors in the robot, so it knows when there's weight on it, and then when there isn't, it'll go back to the kitchen automatically, so there's no need to finick with it while it's on the floor. You can do things like happy birthday mode, so it sends things out, it sings you happy birthday. You can have a lot of fun with it. I think I don't have to tell you guys, the restaurant business can be very stressful, anxiety provoking, very thin margins. And, at some point our restaurant partners wanted to get into this because they had a passion for it. And, if we can make it a little bit more fun, I know I did my job.
And what kind of restaurants are buying these robots?
For the most part, it's going to be full service restaurants. I'm located here in Miami. I can tell you across Florida, we have all the Sergio's restaurants, which is the Cuban American chain. We're in a few of the Denny's down here as well. You'll see us in a couple hotels. If you go further up into Broward, we're in the kind of the Las Olas company at the Riverside currently. Some sushi places, hot pots. It goes across the gambit. We also do a lot of senior living. I want to say about 30% of our business is senior living, especially because it's been very hard to retain employees in that industry. And a lot of the back and forth to the floor versus the kitchen has to cover a lot of distance. So our robots kind of automate that workflow to make sure that the employees are tending to the residents a little bit more carefully.
Is there a vocal part of the robot? The robot can speak to people?
Sure, it can speak. It doesn't have like a conversation aspect, so you can't have like full on conversations, but you can have it set in modes where it can say, "Welcome to my restaurant," or today's our specials, or, right this way to your table, or your food is here. Everything on the robot is customizable. Any of the sounds, there's a 50 character LED matrix that wraps around the robot. So our Survey Plus. Um, and yeah, that as well is customizable. And I think the benefit, we do work on our robots as a service model. It's kind of like a lease.
Mhm.
You're basically getting labor for $1.66 an hour. It's not calling in sick. It's working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. There's no need to worry about, and yeah, they're not texting in the back. So it's never to replace people. It's more of enhancing those servers that want to be there. And I don't know if anyone in here is in staffing, but staffing these particular roles has a little bit of a challenge across the board in the Southeast.
Yeah. What does it work on? A rechargeable battery?
There's a built-in battery in these. They last 12 hours. Within our RAS model, our lease model, you get warranty, maintenance, on-site and off-site support, as customized reporting of the robot's actual operations. So you can kind of enhance your workflows, and then on the back end, we can see if there's any issues and fix them while the robot's offline. Can do floors, can do ramps, can do liquids delivery. So yeah, I think ours particularly is one of the better models, a little bit more premium than some of the other Chinese models out there. We're obviously an American company, but these are manufactured with LG in Korea. But yeah, we have warehouses in Addison, Texas. Our software engineers are in Redwood City in Silicon Valley, and we have field engineers all over the idea is we're completely vertically integrated. You're not getting a third-party vendor. You're not getting a robot that speaks another language than you do. And if anything ever happens, we have you covered from day one of implementation to the end of your lease, and then so on if you extend the lease or you upgrade to the next robot in a couple of years. I think the benefits we have is that we also offer a 28-day trial to all of our restaurant operator partners. So, once you take care of kind of the shared costs of shipping, depending on where you're located, we go out there, and on day one, you get a field engineer training your staff, mapping your property, and making sure that this works in your establishment. And if it doesn't, in about 14 days, you'll know. And then gather those 28 days of those reports, keep them for your own pocket, and we'll return the robot if it doesn't work for you. I think 9 times out of 10, my goal isn't just to sell a robot, is to find these partnerships on a long-term level, and I'm sure you guys are all aligned with that. That's why you join these kind of groups, to make sure that you're supporting not just your customers but other vendors as well, to make sure that we keep these businesses flowing for a long time.
I'm sure the kids love coming to the restaurant to see that.
Yeah, so I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. My 4-year-old actually programmed the robot I have here at home, so I take it for demos. And it's so easy to use that I show everyone the video. She's just like, she's like, "Papi, let me do it." And I'm like, "I can't say no to you. Go ahead, program it for me." She named it Body, like Robody. And yeah, I have friends who go to restaurants. They'll text me and be like, "My kid doesn't want to go to any other restaurant, but Carrot Express is one of the ones that has it, or doesn't want to go to any other restaurant but Sergio's." And I'm like, "That's great. Keep it going." I'm all for it. Let's find other places to put them in. So, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I will say, from a cross collaboration and kind of, putting myself in front of groups like this, my goal here is, if there's any way that I can support you guys and your customers and vice versa, we do have a very, very thought out and lucrative referral program that I'm happy to speak to anyone who might be interested in. But any qualified lead that gets converted, it works out very well for kind of everyone involved. So it's like a win-win-win.
Yeah, Lewis,
Okay.
your display and everything at the NRA was pretty cool. I remember walking around and seeing you guys there. Like, that was a
Yeah,
really cool, interesting setup.
yeah, we have a big one. NRA is like our big show every year.
Ours too.
We'll be at the one in Florida. We partner a lot with food distribution companies as well. So we do kind of all the food centrics for performance across the country. So I know down in Florida we have the Sarasota Bradenton Tampa one coming up. We have the Miami one coming up. We partner with US Foods as well. So I'll be at the New Orleans US Foods show in a couple weeks. But no, yeah, it's literally a win-win for everyone. I don't think there's a direct competition here with any of our vendor partners. So it feels like almost like we're cross collaborating and supporting where we can. And it's cool that you saw it in NRA there, Kurt. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had many discussions about robots in this group and the 11 o'clock group. So I was really anxious to have you come on. So welcome aboard.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I know at one point I can, I don't want to take up too much time, but I can show you guys a video of how they work um, and yeah, and see where it fits in with your customers.
Well, maybe down the road you could schedule uh, a presentation of the product, and you could do the video and go into it a little bit in more detail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, for now, what I can do is I'll throw a YouTube link in the chat when you guys have some time. You can kind of have a little fun and we have a really good YouTube page. It keeps updated, so you'll see kind of our different partners, whether it's breakfast spots or Korean spots or senior living. We work with some breweries as well. So Stone Brewing out of California, we do a lot of their patrol busing systems as well. So there's a lot of cool stuff out of it.
All right, great.
Louis,
Well,
you mentioned that the batteries last 12 hours. Um, at the end of 12 hours, do you plug them in like you would a cell phone, or do you have another battery you could just automatically put into the robot?
So unfortunately, we don't have hot swaps on the server robots. We have some cleaning robots that we partner a lot with our hospitality groups, particularly Marriott, and those have kind of hot swap batteries that last 24 hours. Those are our cleaning robots. This particular one doesn't have that. The solution to that is after 8 or so hours, you can plug it in. You can extend the battery life for 16 hours by leaving it plugged in for an hour. The other solution we have is these robots have the built-in Bluetooth and physical AI, so they can communicate with each other, and you can have a multi-robot functionality in a lot of these bigger spaces. Essentially, you can have one robot running. When it's depleting out of battery, it'll go back to its charging station, and then the new robot will queue up and go. We can work up to 50, 60, 70 robots in a space if you needed to. Some of our biggest spaces down here are going to be the ghost kitchens, so the cloud kitchens. We do some airports as well where we have a 4 or 5 robot solution. And then the robot itself comes with a plug and play regular wall outlet, but they also have contactless charging ports. So essentially there's like a metal rod and you can queue up automatic workflows. So once the battery is depleting, the robot's like, I'm going to go charge myself. And there's no human interaction with having to charge it on a wall or not. So, those are different accessories we're coming out with to make sure that the automation continues and then it kind of dumb proofs these robots. So whatever common sense might be, you don't want to leave it to kind of workers or anyone in your restaurant to mess with it. You want the robot to kind of function on its own as much as possible.
Good.
I think you're scaring all the older people here.
You know, it's it's crazy because the most volume of robots that I personally have been able to onboard have been in kind of these older communities in rural areas like Mississippi and Alabama. And I think part of it isn't like we love robots, but they're very limited solutions of having to find staffing. And then once they onboard the robots, everyone kind of falls in love with them just because they work so seamlessly now. But no, I welcome criticism. I welcome feedback for young, old, kids, retirees, anyone, because I think that's the only way I'm going to become a better person as far as presenting this to a broader audience.
Great.
Wow. Wow.
Like I said, welcome aboard.
Appreciate it, guys.
We while you were speaking, a gentleman came on. Your name is not on there, sir. So
It's my brother,
Oh,
Howard.
sorry, I'm Marc Josselson. I'm Brian's brother.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, don't hold that against me, please.
Uh-oh.
So, I actually have talked to Brian about being part of your group. I actually
let me just come back to you, okay? I just
Not a
wanted to
problem.
find out who you are. I want to introduce by order of attendance, Sven. Sven Jensen is new with us today as well. So tell us about yourself, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
Hey, good morning, everyone, and thanks, Howard, for the participation in this. My name's Sven Jensen. I'm the founder of a company called Protier, Pro-Tier. Protier.com is the website. We address some of the issues actually that Lewis solves, but with a different approach. We provide flexible employee benefits like health insurance, vision, dental, and HRA solutions. And the restaurant industry is one of our largest groups. Obviously, restaurants are struggling around the country to have access to good employees or to retain good employees. And the cost to continually need to be recruiting and retaining these individuals is only accelerating. What we do is we interact directly with all the major payroll companies, and we allow a company to be compliant with their employee benefits needs if there are more than 50 employees. But most of our companies actually use us not for the compliance side, that's just an added benefit. It's just to help them, attract and retain the best employees. So if you can reduce your employee churn by 10 or 15% a year, it's going to make your business significantly more profitable and run significantly easier. Our solution, instead of providing direct benefits like the legacy solutions do, it's all dollar denominated. The companies provide subsidies. It can be an amount per month, like $200 a month or $600 a month, whatever the business decides per role, or it can be hour denominated. So a lot of our restaurants will have 75, 80% of their staff be paid hourly. And so businesses can tether their amount of benefits to the number of hours worked and pay $1 per hour or 75 cents per hour. So, the more an employee works for you, the more you contribute towards their benefits, but you're obviously getting the value out of their time. Individuals, the employees then choose Affordable Care Act health insurance off the exchange, healthcare.gov here in Florida, but we're national. So we operate with all the state exchanges as well. And it's something that we've built to be very simple and easy to implement for restaurant groups that we can be up and live within 30 minutes of deployment, and then set it and forget it, and it makes that major difference in employee retention. As I said, I moved out here to Florida about 3 years ago. When I started the business, I was living in San Francisco, working in the tech industry as a CFO out there. And then, made the move to Florida when I had flexibility around location, which came with starting Protier. And I'm in Lighthouse Point.
So are you one of the billionaires that's fleeing California?
I am a long way from that tax. But, as California does, they may start at $1 billion, but I'm sure it'll be down at, 100,000 in a few years, and it'll be getting everyone.
I think, as all of you know, I ran an open house notice during the week for people to come today. Some of the people who said they were coming did not, but Sven is one of the people who responded to that. And I was going to ask Nick. Nick, do you think there's any conflict between you and Rick with Sven?
No, not with benefits, not at all. We have benefits in our company but I'll only, like, if we reciprocate, I can reciprocate with him and not, the not have to take the benefit side on our company. I don't do any benefits. I'm not even licensed to sell benefits.
So the same would be for Rick, right?
Yeah, I do completely 100% PNC. Yeah, the same thing with yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
nice to have you, Sven. Did you say how we can reach you?
I did not, sorry. You can reach me at my phone number of 415-857-5048. Or my email is Sven, SVEN, @proteer.com. The website has some demo materials and a way to get on the calendar for some more information as well. And again, that's proteer.com, ERO-TIER.com.
And did I miss it? Where are you located?
Lighthouse Point in Florida, so just south of Boca.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, you're not far from where we are. We're in Boca.
Great.
All right. Now we can go to Marc, the other half of the dynamic duo.
Oh,
Dynamic duo.
I'm with I'm with a company called Quantax Credits. We do state tax credits for the state of Georgia. If anybody's familiar with the state of Georgia, they have different ways for getting tax credits in different areas, from less development census tracts to opportunity zones to tier 1 counties. So like if you're hiring in those areas, you can get $3,500 per year up to 5 years on that employee. And it's designed to go against either the business owner's personal tax liability with the state, or we can convert it to withholding tax. So we go in and we prepare all this stuff for the clients, and then we turn it over to our CPA. We're not a CPA firm. And this is not something that CPA firms traditionally do not do. I would say maybe about 5% maybe touch it. And we studied the law on these credits. The other credit we do is a retraining credit, and this could actually involve all restaurant owners. When they train their employees on their POS machines and stuff like that, they're capable of taking that off as a tax credit up to $500 per an employee. And we could get that back from the state for them. We'll put that together. We'll get it certified through the technical college with the state of Georgia, and get it approved with the the DOR, and then we'll make sure it's applied correctly right there with the CPA too. So, as you're talking about restaurant owners, it's a way for them to get money back in their hands so they could do operate. That's what I like about this program. So, just help business owners save money. So one of the good things about our service is we do not charge upfront until they start utilizing the credits and actually saving. So.
And how do we reach you?
You could reach me at Josselson, Josselson, at thequantumgroup.biz. So it's quantum, QUATUM group.biz. And my phone number is 770-873-3510. So if anybody wants more information on this, I'll be glad to give it to them and tell them how it works. And if you have clients, sometimes you might have a client that needs extra cash or wants, cash back in their hands from not having to pay the taxes. I'm here to help, and I can answer a lot of the other questions about how these credits work or other credits, and maybe help them out on that, even if I don't facilitate those. So, thank you.
I was wondering when you said that there's a credit for programming, the POS programming. I'm just wondering whether there would be something programming the robot. Would that be?
Yeah. If you are training, hey Lewis, do you have to train your employees on? Do you have to train people on how to use the robot?
Are you talking about kind of the user operator side or the engineering side?
The user operator side.
Yeah, so we part of our kind of our value added is that our engineers come on site and do an onboarding and training once they're doing the mapping as well.
Yeah, I mean, there are credits for that. And then there's also credits that even if once you're gone and they still have to train the employee on how to utilize your robots, there's credits for that. So so if they hire new employees, you're talking $500 per an employee that we could get from the state of Georgia. So,
Cool, Georgia.
and,
Okay.
and we could even check other states for you if they have retraining credits. So,
Great, appreciate it.
you're welcome.
That's interesting. I'm gonna train some of my employees.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Yes,
gonna
dear.
work. I've been trying for 30 years.
Has it worked, Howard?
Now-
Welcome aboard to all the new folks. And as I said, at the end of the meeting, I'll send everybody a spreadsheet with everybody's contact information. So you don't have to write everybody down. It's Ed's the comedian of the group. Go ahead, Ed, start us off.
Who, me? Oh, but.
Besides Chris, of course.
Oh, that's right. That's better, Howard. I like the presentations, the three of them. They were nice. They were good, different. My name is Ed Gerton with Seco Sales, located in Orange Park, Florida, which is just outside of Jacksonville. We're an equipment supply company that specializes in frozen dessert equipment. So we have batch freezers, hard ice cream machines from Carpigiani and BGI Industries. We have soft serve machines from Carpigiani. We have display cases from ESA and GTI Design. We have blast freezers, hardening cabinets, mixed treatment machines, drink machines from V-Air. Anything you need for frozen desserts and drinks we can supply. You reach me at 904-334-4489.
Okay. Let's go to Chris. I heard he's hiring robots.
There's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing wrong with us. Yes. Chris Kaufman, Restaurant All-Stars, providing human capital, not just robot capital, but human capital for restaurant companies looking to increase the quality of management. We currently have a call-in assignment over in Jensen Beach, Florida. It's a six-figure general management opportunity, waterfront restaurant, doing over $10 million. And it's a general manager situation. And, when you get these assignments, sometimes the general manager position can be, well, if the guy comes in and we like him, then we will promote him to general manager. And then there's the kind that says, hey, from day one, we're going to give this guy the keys to be general manager. And that's the kind of situation going on in Jensen Beach, is that from day one, this person will be training with the elders in the ownership position of the company to be successful. Heavy seafood type of concept, as you can imagine, heavy beverage concept, and been in business over 20 years, rock solid financially. Wonderful opportunity for somebody, perhaps from a Bahama Breeze, because Bahama Breezes are closing up. And they, if you call a Bahama Breeze these days, as I did this week, it'll come on and say, hey, we're here for the foreseeable future. And then you read in the Wall Street Journal, April 5th, it's all over. So you be the judge. But in any case, we work on behalf of the restaurant companies to get them quality talent, and been doing this wonderful business since the wonderful 1980s. And we look to continue to make companies happy and also enhance the career of some quality players who may be stuck in a no-growth situation. Chris Kaufman, Restaurant All-Stars, 404 All-Star, 404-255-7827. Come back to see us.
Okay, thank you. Nick, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I'm Nick DeSantis. I'm a P&C agent with Brown & Brown Insurance. We're a international retail insurance agency. We've got companies, or we have offices around around the world, actually, London, Ireland, U.S. We got about 28,000 employees. It's a big company, but I focus on hospitality. I'm focusing on any type of construction. I have a good sized book of contractors, but within this realm, I'm focusing on any like restaurants or hotels. I've got a hotel program that's owned by Brown & Brown. That's it's kick ass. It's like if you know any hotel people that want to save some money, we can get them all their coverages at a lower rate. In terms of general liability, property is coming down, so our property markets are soft right now. So anything from when they break ground to when they're open, employees, workers' comp. I don't do the benefits side. Our company does, so I usually refer it into our company. But if somebody in the group is doing benefits and I get a referral from them, I'm going to reciprocate with that client, and I can work that way easily. But we do everything restaurants and more. So a good client for me is someone that has perhaps 50 or more employees. We do have sort of a minimum threshold. So like the small mom and pops, unfortunately, I can't work on, but anything, that has 50 employees or more, good fast food, Culver's or Raising Cane's that, they have a lot of those stores usually fit within my business unit. So that's what I'm looking for. I appreciate being here. I appreciate hearing some of the new guys too. I hope you join the group.
Those chains you just mentioned, can they purchase independently from corporate? Can they purchase from you rather than somebody else?
Insurance, some of those chains have group programs, but I try to write those group programs for franchisees. Also do master policies, and we do captive insurance where if it's a chain, literally a chain, not a franchise, and they own multiple units, like some of these that like the account I mentioned earlier, we can give them options. We can get them in a self-insurance program, a captive, where they're either a single cell or with a group. They could either operate on their own or operate with peers that are like them and be kind of grouped. Depends on what's best for them. Not every company is a good fit for a captive. It all depends on what their risk is. Like if there's like in restaurants, there's a lot of slip and falls. There's a lot of claims all the time. So they're not necessarily, it all depends on their housekeeping and what kind of measures they take and, the actual operation itself, if they could fit in a captive, a self-insurance fund. If they get a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of claims, then they want to transfer that risk to an insurance company and not do it themselves. So we do everything. I mean, like in regards to a restaurant or a hotel, and if it's a corporation with multiple units, like we talked to some good guys out at the Petro show, Brian, when I was out there with Brian and Ed, and I'm trying to follow up and connect with them. That it's always a timing thing, but there's big manufacturing companies that would fit in that self-insurance captive situation. So sometimes if they have a lot of auto risk and auto rates are so high, if they get into a captive, it's really beneficial for them. So restaurants usually don't own a fleet of autos, but a manufacturing company like the Ice Fellow we talked to, they have vehicles all over the country. That is a situation where we can really help a company because automobile rates are high in many states. So, but that's what we do. I appreciate it. Nick DeSantis, Brown & Brown.
Okay, thank you. Brandon, morning.
Morning, everyone. How's it going?
Hey, it's been a minute.
Yeah. So
I got
I
you
was
and Lewis on the screen next to each other. They look like twins.
With
I
beard.
I thought I was gonna have to do an exam today, and my student canceled, so it was all good. I was like, yes, I get to be on the call today. So anyway, my name's Brandon. I'm with ITD Food Safety. And what does ITD Food Safety do? Well, if you were at the presentation a few weeks ago, you would know what ITD Food Safety does. But if you weren't on the presentation, then I can go ahead and tell you. But we're a technology company that specializes in food safety solutions, whether it comes to traceability, labeling, remote temperature monitoring, and temperature logs. We have technology that automates all that so you can stay compliant within uh, the health inspection. And so Howard sends me horror stories every week about the condition of some Florida restaurants. And let me tell you, they're 100% true. I do restaurant audits as well, and I've seen some crazy things. So I also do food safety training, and we've just launched a chemical program as well. So we are a full service restaurant compliance solution when it comes to cleaning, technology, and training. And I also wanted to let everyone know that if you go to our website and look at our degreasers, they are some of the highest rated degreasers in the market. Everyone I've talked to so far is finding that the ITD SaniPal oven and hood cleaner, that stuff is really working well, and we're shipping it all over the country right now. So great stuff. But anyway, you can contact me at 321-308-6137. You can also email me, Brandon, at ITD Food Safety. Yeah, Brandon at itdfoodsafety.com. And then you can also visit our website and look at our awesome products. And if anyone is interested in learning more, you can give me a call and we'll get you on a virtual demo.
Thank you. Brian.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, all new people. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brian. I'm with a company called Rogue Financial Group. We are a commercial equipment financing company. I primarily work in the hospitality side, which is restaurants, breweries, bars. And as Nick and Ed, we were at a show a couple weeks ago. I work with a lot of convenience stores, and a lot of vendors in the convenience store industry. But what I did focus on is helping either a dealer or an end user. Especially on a dealer, they have a client. Clients looking to obtain financing, and I help them try to obtain financing as, from a small project to a large project. You know, and a lot of times, I try to explain to dealers and the end users what's the benefits of financing, especially if you're opening a new restaurant. A lot of times you are short of capital trying to open up. Why not finance the equipment and use your capital for other needs? Um, but yeah, we do startups. I do work all over the country. Again, I'm Brian with Rogue Financial Group, and I can be reached at 404-723-7222.
I can see you on the phone with Lewis already.
Yeah.
Before I go to Terry, I just want to mention that, as pretty much everybody knows, there's a show every year in Orlando for the Florida Restaurant Association show. And we participate in that show as a group. And last year, we had 18 of our members who exhibited at the show, and we had 12 of our members in one row. So if you are contemplating becoming a member of a group, we would encourage you, if you're going to exhibit, to talk to me before you select your booth, because we get a whole row. Last year we had 12 of our companies, 12 booths in a row, and it really lends credence to your company, and it makes it easier for people to find us. And we bounce leads off each other, so it's a great opportunity. So speaking about leads, we're going to go to Terry.
Thank you. And with that, what Howard just spoke about, he forgot to mention that we get discounted rates on the booths because we're putting in a group row. You get your own booth, 10 by 10, 10 by 20. You can split one, whatever it is, but the price is a lot less than going in on your own and trying to do that. Welcome. Everyone new. Boy, the presentation with the robots, holy cow. That's pretty scary. I keep thinking of Will with iRobot, and I'm telling you, it is very scary. Oh, man. And it all started with Johnny number 5. Remember that? Anybody remember that? But what I do is produce a batch of monthly leads. Me and my team put together a very comprehensive list of what is coming into the state, what is being built ground up, what is expanding. We give you the first row is where they're at. Did they just sign a lease? Is it under construction? Is it a new build and a new plaza? A lot of those actually coming in. The name of the restaurant, the address, complete address, phone number, owners' names, email addresses, and a timeline about when they're opening. So that list contains, well, we say 50. I guarantee 50 a month, but it's more like 70, 80, 90 a month. Those are brand new leads. That's not a carryover from the prior month. Those are brand new leads every single month. You can go online and look what the price is, and then you can email or call me for your own price as being a part of this group. Also, you can go on to trnusa.com/leads, and Howard has put together a nice little sample report so you can see, the format and kind of what you get, but it's very, it's limited to, he doesn't put the email addresses on the sample, but the monthly ones do have it, and they come out in the first week of the month in an Excel spreadsheet, so you can sort them any way you want. You can also take advantage of the leads from going back up to 3 years. And those are restaurants, probably half of them have closed, but the other half may not be very happy with their services, may be too high. They may not like their insurance carriers. They may have gotten raises in pricing on paper goods or whatever. And we have people that do that. I don't see that he's here today, but there's several people missing. But going in and negotiating third-party arrangements for, paper goods and canned food, whatever they buy, and restaurants are paying high prices, but they always find savings. But anyway, you could always send out blast emails, are you happy with your service? This is what we do, give us a shot. And it works. You can get those clients. So they're tired of being broke all the time. And, you come as a refreshing new face, new company, and it works. So anybody that wants to look at that, go ahead and look. If you want a sample, if you want me to send it to you directly, it's terry@trnusa.com. And I'm happy to send that sample over to you. Thanks. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody again.
Are you seeing my screen shared, people?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted everybody to see that while Terry was talking. I feel like Amazon. All right. So I'm gonna do my intro because we have some new people here. Again, my name is Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant, and we are celebrating our 30th year this year. And we have been a digital publication since 2018. And because we are digital, we were able to offer some new services. For example, advertising in our newspaper on our website, which is on our homepage as you open up the website, which is trnusa.com. And also an e-blast program where we could take your company information and send it to our database, which has over 20,000 people on it, in addition to posting it on our social media sites and online. And we can potentially reach about 500,000 people with that information. And of course, Terry's restaurant leads reports and our 2 networking groups. So if you want to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888. And I want to now double back to the folks who are here for the first time. Louis, do you want to add anything that you might have missed?
No, it was great kind of meeting everyone. I look forward to kind of speaking to you guys offline as well. And, if you have any questions or follow-ups, I'm happy to kind of answer them. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully the people who are on spring break will get a chance to meet all you guys as well. Sven, you want to add anything?
Yeah, one thing I didn't talk about is our sort of cost structure. We are actually free to businesses and employees. We're the broker of the insurance plans that we facilitate. So any restaurants that deploy us, we don't charge any fee for the technology and the bank accounts and things like that. And Chris, if it makes sense to connect after this, if you're doing some employee placements and some of your clients in the restaurant space are struggling to get good talent, a benefit solution may help.
Thank you. No problem.
So yeah, happy to see if there's something we can work together on for that site.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As most everybody knows, this group, we only allow 1 company per category. So I don't know 100% at this point whether Rick would have an objection. I'm going to have Rick, or give you Rick's number, and you could talk to Rick because he does. He's more health insurance oriented. So you guys can have a conversation, and if Rick says okay, great, it's okay with me. If not, we'll put you on a waiting list.
Yeah, perfect. Happy to have that chat.
Okay. His name is Rick Israel, and I'll send you his information.
Sven, when I get the list of phone numbers from Howard later on today, I will give you a call later on this afternoon. Set something up first part of the week. Okay.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Hey, Louis, do you know the guy up here in Atlanta, Charles?
I do.
Okay, yeah. I see him once a month at a networking group that I go to.
Which group?
Carl Moose group up here. There's
Nice.
a
Yeah, I'll tell him
hospitality
to
group.
say hi.
Yeah.
So he was in charge of. We did a restructuring earlier this January. I was onboarded in December, and he had the whole Southeast. So now he covers Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and a little bit of the Midwest. And so they gave me the deep South, so the southern part of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. So I work closely with him.
Okay.
I'll tell him you say hi.
Oh, well, thanks.
And Marc, you want to add anything?
No, I just I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Or my brother said I could come. I don't know if you invited me. After this, you might uninvite me. So
if you wouldn't mind, Marc, could you put your contact information in the chat so that I can add it to the spreadsheet when I send it out?
Yeah, to work with the Zoom here because I don't use Zoom that often. I use other.
All right, why don't you can you email it to me real quick?
Yeah.
I'll give you, it's Howard at.
1 second.
Howard at TRNUSA.com. USA.com.
Yep,
You
I will
got
get
it?
it. Yep,
Okay.
I got it. I
Cool.
will get this out to you ASAP.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming today. Does anybody have any wants or needs they want to bring up real quick? Anybody need anything?
Next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, the 25th of March, Gene Shalit, who used to be the movie reviewer on the Today Show,
Right.
big old mustache and everything, he turns 100 years old.
All
Wow.
right.
Is he in Valdelia?
He's coming
He'd,
to
he'd be
birthday.
one of the younger people if he was in Vidalia at 100. Yeah.
Well, he may be old, but he loves robots.
Okay. And the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln. All right.
Hey, Nick,
Yes.
I've tried to reach out a couple times, and hopefully that she will get me what I need. I'm trying to get those email addresses for the vendors there for you.
Okay.
I'll see if she releases them. I don't know. I have to see what I can do. Because I know on that book that they give you, they just give you a website for just,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm trying to see what I can do. Okay.
So, and that's great. I mean, I can go glean off of their website or look
Okay.
them up in I do have a program. And depending on who's in that book, I can
Okay.
find stuff,
Okay.
but I can't, I'm just looking to be able to upload the entire list in my
Yeah.
CRM at once. So all
Okay.
the information's in there instead of having to do it manually one at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, and I apologize we didn't connect. I just it's been, you know, I was not
That's
able
right.
to do a whole lot of with anybody this week. I know Noah had tried to reach out to me too, and what a great young man that was. I really enjoyed
Yeah.
listening to him. He was very sharp and driven, and I'm sure he probably tried to reach out to everybody that he spoke to.
I
Like
actually,
great
I
last week.
actually, I actually have lunch with him. I'm gonna have lunch with
Did
him
you?
on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
see what happens.
I think he's got a good future ahead of him.
Yeah.
Let me jump in here. I want to officially end the meeting so people can move on with their day. I want to thank everybody for coming. And for those of you guys who didn't come, you missed a good meeting. We got some great new people here, and I hope to see you all again next week. So have a great week. Have a great weekend, and let the sauce be with you.